think this will be a quick one today. We'll see. What do I have? I have the Dark Crystal Bestiary from the Jim Henson film, The Definitive Guide to the Creatures of Thra, written by Adam Cesar. Is that the same? No, that's a Jack Cesar. Written by Adam Cesar, forward by Brian and Wendy Froud, illustrated by Iris Compiet. I'm not sure. I'm sure I mispronounced half of that. This was, as usual for me, I found this a very inexpensive book, but I am a big Dark Crystal fan. I think I've mentioned it a few times before on the channel. It was certainly a foundational film for me when it came out. I saw it in the theater, blew me away. The visuals, the storytelling, the whole thing. I always really liked it. It's between the two, there's the two big Jim Henson fantasy films, The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. I love Labyrinth. It took me forever to see it. I mean, not really forever, but I tracked it down on VHS long after I'd missed it in the theater. And I love it. But the Dark Crystal, like that, clicks with me. Very much so. So, I've always sort of thought about running a role-playing game in it. And I thought, this could be really interesting. So, I have the role-playing game, but I love stuff like this sort of look at the greater world, because once you have this kind of stuff, this lore, which I love some lore, making stats for them, that's easy for whatever game you might run. That's usual. I say it's easy. It's usually easy. So having a guidebook like this, which I have a few for different settings, is really enough for me a lot of times that, if I was going to use something like basic role-playing, like, I don't know, I might use the Dark Crystal adventure game if I were going to run something. I'm not sure. But if I were going to use something like basic role-playing, a book like this would be plenty enough for me to build a game from. It's got setting information. It has some visual inspiration. And that's all I really need. So anyway, I'm going to flip through some of the pages on this. I mean, the art is gorgeous. Obviously, this came out, I think, in conjunction with the Netflix show, but you can see there's some of the stuff from the Netflix show in it for sure. I really enjoyed the Netflix series. I'm bummed that it didn't do well. As I'm recording this, Netflix has recently gotten another series that Max managed to completely botch called Scavenger's Reign. I keep forgetting the name. I keep wanting to call it Smuggler's Reign, but it's Scavenger's Reign. And I'm sure, Netflix has gotten it. They've done nothing to promote it. So like Dark Crystal, it will probably only have the one season and then get canceled, which is unfortunate. But that's part of the problem with contemporary media and the streaming services and how they treat art, unfortunately. But in the meantime, we can find these books. We can use these books if we'd like, enjoy them, and run tabletop RPGs with your friends around the table. And, Big Brother and the streaming companies can't take that from you. So, anyhow, it's my quick look at this Dark Crystal Bestiary. Looks pretty cool to me. The book, I don't know, seems okay quality. It was inexpensive, so I'm not going to complain if it's not the best. And I really want this for the information. So, if you're interested at all in what I do, take a look at the links below in the, little doobly-doo thing. And you can support the channel, buy me a coffee, send me something from my wish list. This was on my wish list. And I'll take a look at it. All right, well, take care.